great lady and princess, the best hand for salting pork in all of La Mancha, and the inspiration of Don Quixote and his brave adventures. Hi Dulcinea, thank you so much for agreeing to sit down with me. Your part of the story is very elusive, and we are all so eager to find out about what you have to say.
It's my pleasure to sit down with you and tell you all about what's happened to me.
First of all, I'd like to offer my condolences for Don Quixote's passing. How are you handling it all?
Thank you. It hasn't been easy, but having his adventures written down has immortalized him not only for me, but for all of his loved ones. Although he was a simple man, he would have loved to see that his fame might one day reach that of his idol Amadis de Gaia.
I think we can all agree that he was a man that we can all relate to and sympathize with. Well, the first question that I wanted to ask you is one that the audience would love to know. How did you deal with the enchantment that turned you into an ugly, fat peasant girl?
Of course. Well, obviously it was very hard. I didn't want many people to see me, which is why I am not mentioned much in Don Quixote's novel. I was very hard to track down during that time, and it made Don Quixote very sad because I couldn't come along with him on his adventures. Thank goodness the duo were able to disenchant me.
Did you thank Sancho for whipping himself?
Of course I did. You know, I always thought he had somewhat of a crush on me, and he was always jealous of me and Don's love. But I'm eternally grateful. I still see him now and then, and he never lets me forget what he did. Except, rumor has it that he didn't even whip his own bottom. He found a loophole in the enchantment.
Oh, what a guy that Sancho is. Well, I've heard from a couple of sources that you and Altisidora got into a physical fight after Don Quixote stayed at the Duke and Duchess's palace. Care to comment?
Don't even get me started on that girl.
Oh, wow.
She thinks that just because I wasn't there, she can try and seduce Don Quixote? No way. What he and I had was real, and not even a tramp like that could ever get in the way of that.
Well, as much as we'd all love to hear more about that, that's all the time we have today. Thank you so much for coming and joining us today.
You're so very welcome. I always enjoy your time.
Thank you. And that was Dulcinea De Toboso, The Untold Story.